Hello people, welcome back to our channel. It's Corner Sport. You know where we are. This is where you meet with real love, real talk, and real people. And I'm your host, Sophia, with the most. I'm your go-to host for all things dating, love, and relationship. As usual, today I come with juicy news, juicy story, interesting story. As always, today we're going to be talking about how to spot a player in a relationship. The relationship word is wild, literally, just like the normal life scenario. We have good people, we have bad people, we have ugly people. It's like that when it comes to relationship as well. So we have the good guys, the bad guys, and the player. We have the player, the Casanovas, the one that just wants to eat and go, the one that just wants to catch cruise and go. So that is what we'll be talking about today. Don't go anywhere. So first off, let's start by defining who or what a player is. So a guy that would come to you with manipulative and exploitative behavior for his sole selfish reason is a player. This guy is never interested in anything serious. They might even lead you on to make you think they want something long-term or something lasting, but it's all a mask, it's all a facade. They are never serious. A player cannot keep one partner. So this guy is dating you and is dating 3 to 4 other ladies at the same time. They are that good. That is why they are called players. So he's playing you and playing with several other persons. So this is what a player is, So right here I have with me, it says in the dating world, players are individuals who engage in manipulative and exploitative behavior, just like I said, often targeting multiple partners for casual relationships. It's never a serious thing to them, no matter how much it says he loves you, it not reach here. It's just words from his mouth. It's not getting to his heart. It doesn't hold it serious. It's not backing up the I love you with actions. Because tell me how you love 2 to 4 to 6 different ladies at the same time, and you're keeping multiple intimate relation with them. So you're sleeping with Sandra, you're sleeping with Amaka, you're sleeping with Chioma, you're sleeping with Bolu and Nana. Only you guy have that's a player. Okay, so this guy's targets multiple partners for casual relationship or emotional validation. This is who they are. This is what a player is. And spotting a player on set or earlier on can save you from a lot of things. It can save you from heartbreak. It can save you from emotional stress. It can save you from investing your time. It can even save you from getting into the relationship in the first place. You just know, nah, he's not my type. He's a player. This guy, no. I'm not going to do this with him. For the fact that I'm using a guy does not mean ladies don't do this. Trust me. I've seen ladies that are actually worse than guys. A lady keeping 4 to 5 to 6 different men at the same time. She's dating all of them and none of them knows about each other. None of them knows that she's with me and she's with that person and she's with that person. So when this person comes over to see her, this person can come for a week. The other person will come next 2 weeks, like that. She's just playing all of them. So it also can happen with the female gender. It's not just a male thing. But why we are using male or why we're using the male gender in this illustration that I use at first is because it's common. It's a man's thing, but do ladies do it? Of course they do. And theirs can be pretty much nasty, when they do. But ladies also play men. It's not only men that play women. It's not only women that get played by men. Ladies also play men. We also have ladies who are chronic critical players. It's like that. So let's dive into how you would identify a player. How do you spot a player exactly, which is the main gist of today's topic that we are talking about here. So what are their common traits, or how can you spot a player? The first thing we have here is charm and charisma. Players are often smooth talkers, using their charm to lure their potential, partners, the way they will come onto you. You just see the guy is too good, the guy get flows, mouth like butter, mouth like sugar, mouth like honey. He's just giving you everything you want to hear, giving you buzz, telling you are more beautiful than all the pyramid in Egypt and whatever, all these poetic flows and poetic lines, and your head is just there. You don't know that same thing is telling you, it's saying it to 5 different girls. Perhaps it even make theirs much more sweeter based on what it's looking for in your body. Perhaps you have the bust, the size of the bust he wants. It's like, oh my god, I just love her. The only thing I love in her body is her bust. Perhaps the other lady is her bum, the way it's big and round, or the hips, or the face. She's just fair. She doesn't have any spots, no blemish. She's fair, her skin like milk. They have different reasons why they keep different partners. Some they actually follow them for their money. That babe na boss lady, must she get money, me I go chop her money, like that. Oh no, this one I just like her, she's just so good in bed. Different nasty reasons. Different nasty reasons. You'll be surprised. So this is what they do. It's their thing. That's why they are called players. They can't be faithful to one partner. They can't keep one commitment. They can't keep one romantic relationship. And it affects every other ramification of their life, because inversely, since you're acting like that with a very pivotal part of your life, how will you not carry it into other parts as well? So it's a normal thing for them. So the first thing you want to look out for to know how to spot a player is their charm and their charisma. They are so charming, so charismatic. I don't mean we don't have normal people or normal guys or normal babes who are not players, who are smooth talkers. No, we do. Some people are actually gifted with words. Some people are good, like when they tell you things, your head is just in places. Some people are good like that, but this one's their own. The aim is to lure you, so you definitely know the difference. Also, another common trait of a player is they lack emotional depth. These people, they lack emotional depth. Players tend to avoid genuine emotional connection. All of their connections are at a surface level. It's always superficial. They won't want something too deep with you. When they see you're coming onto them too strongly, you're being too clingy, you're trying to claim them, trying to put your label on them, like this is my man and all, they will start withdrawing. Why? Because they don't want anything serious. They don't want anything committed to be between the both of you, some form of commitment. So they don't want to hear story that touches the heart, that you start telling them, oh babe, I'm pregnant, or babe, I'm this, or babe, I'm that, or babe, when are you coming to see my people, or babe, can I meet any of your friends, can I meet your family? I think we've been seeing each other for almost 2, 3, 6 months here, 6 months now, 2, 3 years now. I think we should take this to the next level. Anything that would involve them taking the relationship to the next level, trust me, they avoid it. They totally avoid it, because they don't want long-term something. So they lack that emotional depth. So that's another way to spot a player. Another way to spot a player is inconsistency. If you're smart enough, you just see it. Their words never tally with their actions. Most of the time, they might start off, to get you at first, to nab you and keep you as theirs. They might start off holding up to their end of the bargain. When they make a promise, they hold up to the end of the bargain. When they say something, they do it. But as time goes by, you know what they say about character? It's like smoke. It inevitably would surface, it inevitably would show up. So you want to check in for their inconsistent action, because their words as time goes on would not line up with their action. Also, players are self-centered people. I told you from the onset, these people are doing this, they are manipulating and using exploitative behavior solely for their selfish reason. So it's just normal that you watch out for them in this kind of light, because they are self-centered people. Players prioritize only their own needs and desire. Trust me, that's the kind of person they are. It's always what's in it for me. Okay, you're coming over to my place. Are you going to sleep over? Are you bringing food? Okay, come and eat my food. They're always like that. Like, if you just watch, if you observe, you're observant enough, it's like this, very quick to spot them, to know who these people are. and now they ask. So they are self-centered people. Also, players are scared of commitment. Of course, why should the player not be scared of commitment? He's not in it to stay with you in the first place, he's just in it for the time being, for what he can get before he moves on to the next one. So players are scared of commitment. They shy away from labels, exclusivity, and long-term plans. Anything that'll make them commit and say, oh, this is my fiance. Never. They won't do that. It's always, oh, now my babe. And even the babe will not see na plenty. So they shy away from commitments. So these are the traits I'm telling you on how to spot a player. Their charm and charisma, their lack of emotional depth, inconsistency, self-centeredness, and their fear of commitment. Another thing you want to look out for, is in their behavior. They keep multiple partners. I tell you, they can be dating you and 10 other girls at the same time. It doesn't cost them nothing. They are too good. They know how to manage it. They know how to save your name. They will save this one's name as mechanic, save that one Taylor, save you people. You will not even come across yourself. You will not even find out yourself, except you're very smart, or you're going to study and observe and use these tips that we are sharing. So they keep multiple partners, they keep multiple relationships, and it's simultaneous. They can have 4 girlfriends on the same street. They can have 4 girlfriends at Lekki Phase 1. There's another 3 Lekki Phase 2. That's the way they act. It's their thing. Also, they are used to flirting, that they can't hide it. A player would even often openly flirt with other persons while their partner is there. I'm telling you, it's either they do with their words, their actions, their gestures. You're with your babe, another person is coming to serve you, maybe the waiter or something, and it's something like what they want, something like what their penis would be glad to sleep with. You see them flirting, either throwing compliments in an uncomely manner or winking at the babe. How do they do that thing? Am I getting it? God, I really need to learn how to wink. Okay, guys, I'm going to try again. Did I do well? Anyways, that's on a lighter note. But okay, you get what I'm trying to talk about. This is what they do. They flirt. It's their thing. They often flirt with other people. Also, these guys are so secretive. They can be so secretive. They would hide things from you. They would hide their intention, hide their other relationship, of course, hide their phone activities. The number one thing you would never even lay your hands on is a player's phone. He's too concerned about his phone. You guys can't be together and then mistakenly he slips up, or and then leave his phone in a place where you can find it. He's either holding the phone to his chest or it's under his pillow or somewhere. They are very secretive. Also, these people are used to manipulating people, manipulating others. They distort reality to make their partners question their own perception or question their own reasoning. So they make you feel like you're the fool here. No, that is not what I did. No, me, when did that happen? And they will gaslight you. They'll make you feel it's your fault. It's your fault. You're the one at fault here. It's not me. It's their thing. Also, players disrespect boundaries. This is another tip you want to watch out for. They can never respect your boundaries. They would never respect your boundaries. They disrespect boundaries. They push limits. They invade into your personal space. They ignore your boundaries. It doesn't concern them. They disrespect boundaries. This is another tip on how to spot a player. So you can never tell the guy, oh, I don't answer call by this time. Concern. I mean, go call you and tell you all the sweet things you want to hear. So that is another red flag. On how to spot a player. Also, their conversations. Through their conversation, if you notice the way they talk, they flatter a lot, and give too much compliments. When somebody is complimenting you genuinely as a lady, when the compliment is genuine, this one is insincere because it's overly too much. They use excessive flattery words, just to get to your head. Babe, I've never seen a girl like you before. I've never, you are the best. I've never had somebody like you before. all now wash na part of their tactics. So you want to watch out for that. Also, they avoid personal questions. Any question that has to do with their personal life, their intimate life, not intimacy in regards to sex now, something that has to do with their personal, to know them, to get to know them on a personal level, they would not answer. They would either cover up with something or lie to you about it. So they avoid personal questions. Also, they are always talking about multiple partners. I remember that my girlfriend, you see, this thing you used to do is what my ex used to do. You want to watch out for people using words like that. You want to watch out for them. Oh, that's how Sandra used to do. That's why we are not together. People, they are always talking about, and they're not talking about it like just to diss you or disrespect you. They're talking about it in light of like, I came, I saw, and I conquered, in a very prideful manner. Like, how many girls have I been with? You're not the first now. You can't be the last. Those kind of, when guys are putting words to you like that, these are some of the attributes of a player. You'd see it display. You see it display in them. Also, players are always pressuring you for physical intimacy, because what are they for? What are they there for? Again, if not sex, aside to eat your money. That is if you're a rich babe. If you're not a broke ass babe, aside to eat your money, they also want sex every time, all the time. So they're always pressuring you for physical intimacy. Also, they are inconsistent. I said that before, with vague plans. They never hold up to their plan. Their plans are always for the future. Babe, don't worry. When this contract hits, this is what we'll do. We'll go on that vacation. We'll buy that dress you always wanted to buy. We'll do that thing you always wanted. All now wash. They always have vague plans. Their plans are not always for the now. Their plans are not always coming to pass. It's always somewhere safe there in the future. So you want to watch out for that. Also, another tip to spot a player is in their, how they handle their digital their digital materials they have, their smartphone, their anywhere you can find any information about them in relation to other people, not just about their work now, that is if the guy even works, their digital material, their smartphone, their laptop, anything that has to do with them interacting with other people, they are always keeping it away from you. So a player is always having hidden or private social media profiles. Do not be shocked when you find out he's using another name on Tinder, different from the one where you met him with, or the name you know him with. Or do not even be surprised if his friends are calling him another name. He might tell you, it's just one of my pet name, my guy name. All now watch you. These people, they can be so hidden and private, when it comes to things like this. So they have multiple social media profile accounts. They are on multiple dating apps, using multiple dating profiles, and they have inconsistent online behavior. His profile on Tinder might be a pharmacist. His profile on Corner Sport might be a banker, So they have to suit and tailor themselves or present themselves in a way that would attract the kind of partner they are looking for on different dating platforms. You want to watch out for that. That's another tip you want to watch out for. Also, they have suspicious texting habits. They're always hiding 247. Babe, what are you doing? I'm just checking Sporty Bets. He's not checking Sporty Bets. He's chatting with some other girl, sending nude or receiving nude, always hiding to make calls, hiding to send voice messages, hiding to listen to voice messages, hiding to respond, always hiding, This is another tip on how to spot a player. Also, another way to spot a player, or another tip for you to easily catch them and know them is they have some certain kind of red flag when it comes to you meeting them personally, like in-person meetings right now. When you're meeting them together, when you people are meeting together rather, they avoid public appearances. They avoid public appearances a lot, except it's a place where they don't have any other babe there, or nobody knows them with any other babe there. Perhaps it's a new restaurant, a new environment, or it's far away from home. They always avoid, because they have multiple partners. They don't know which babe might pass and be like, hello babe, where are you? I just saw your boyfriend now with someone, to avoid this kind of things. So they avoid public appearances and they avoid introductions. They don't want you introducing them to somebody, meet my boyfriend. No, because perhaps that person you're introducing them to, they've had something to do with that person, or that person knows somebody they've had something to do with. So they're always avoiding that, Also, their stories are inconsistent. I've already said that inconsistency is their second name. In fact, let's just keep it at that. We've talked about them not respecting boundaries. So it's not new or it's not strange for a player to meet you at the first date or from the onset, and is throwing shades like physical, is showing physical, is pushing for physical intimacy rather from you. Perhaps it's trying to hold your waist, trying to kiss you. Some would even be too blunt to even ask you for sex on the first date. Trust me, it's because they are in for it, for what they can get. Now, let's chop and clean out and go. It's their thing. So you want to watch out for that. They push for physical intimacy. Another thing you want to watch out for when you guys are together physically is these people, they display possessiveness. Like I've not seen somebody that will lay claim on another person like a player. It's because of what they do. They know how bad and nasty they are internally, so because of that, they are insecure and jealous. So they display possessiveness, like they own you. They can be too jealous. Players can be so jealous and possessive. So a guy just smiles at you harmlessly, like, oh really, why are you smiling at him? What are you smiling at him for? They can be that jealous. So you want to watch out for traits like that. So these are the traits, that can help you to spot a player. So if you ran through all these tips that I list and you found like 2, 3, 4, you might want to reevaluate that relationship with that bubble. Perhaps that guy is a player, you've never paid attention, or your mind has been telling you never want to accept. So green now, and move on, babe, to save yourself from heartbreak. Or green now, my bro, and move on to save yourself from heartbreak from that lady. Because I said earlier, it's not only a man thing, ladies also do it. So how do you protect yourself from these persons? How do you protect yourself? First thing is, if you check all these tips, that I gave, that I mentioned, and it checks out, trust me, the next thing you want to do is set your boundaries. That is after, if you don't want to cut it off immediately, perhaps you're thinking maybe they can change or there's slight chance for improvement. Some might, maybe if you win in their heart, out of the multiple partners they are keeping, if you're the one they love or like the more, they might be willing to change for you. If you guys can work it out, fine. But if you can't work it out and you don't want to just break up, because that's the best advice I'm giving you. Nobody deserves to get played. So why do you even want to stay with a player in the first place? Because that's the end result of the game. You'll be played. Your heart will be played, your time, your resources, your love, your emotion, everything. So just break it up. But if you don't want to break it up, you feel you can continue, or you feel that there are chances for the person to change, you want to set your boundaries, set your clear boundaries. Trust your instincts. If you feel, this guy is not being truthful right now, I'm not advising to go confrontational. Just, talk in a way that will make him know this babe actually knows what I'm doing. Oh wow, so she actually knows what I'm doing, she's just being quiet. Talk in that kind of ways. So don't be confrontational all the time, but you want to set your boundaries. Setting your boundaries will protect you. Set your boundaries, even if they would not respect it, make it clear, put it to their face. I do not pick calls after 10 p.m. Why are you calling me? End the call, don't pick it. Just clear cut boundaries. Also, communicate openly and honestly. Tell the guy, just like I said, not in a confrontational way, I know what you're doing. I know I'm not the only one in your life, and I don't think I deserve this. Please step or move, and all that. Also, watch out for consistency between words and action. That is, if you are willing to stay and work it out, you must make sure that if they are telling you that they are changed, they are actually really and truly changed. So you want to watch out for consistency between their words and their action. Can you marry both now? If he says A, is it A? If he says the sun is out, should we believe him, or we have to open the window to check by ourselves? So you want to watch out for consistency between his words, or between our words and our actions. Also, prioritize your self-care and your self-worth. In fact, this should come first in protecting yourself from a player, because you're too big to be played. You're too big to be a side chop for somebody, or you're too big to have a man that would want to be with you and be with several other persons. You are enough, bro. You are enough for her. You should be enough for her. So she cannot want to have you and be doing other people. It's not assignment. You do math, you do English. No, you're a person with emotion, with blood. So she should treat you with respect that you deserve, and he should treat you with respect that you deserve. So prioritize your self-care and self-worth. Nobody deserves to be with a player. So these are some of the ways you can protect yourself from people like this, or from people like this that are players, or that would want to play you. So do not ignore the red flags. Another thing I want to tell you, some might actually change for a while, but it's only for a short period of time. They might tell you, babe, I'm really sorry, I don't know what came over me, she came on to me, she's the one that seduced me, blah blah blah, I never used to be like this, it's because of the heartbreak I had, it's because of this, it's because of that. Just watch out for red flag. If it's really changed, you would see it over a period of time. If it's not, it will definitely go back. It can't help it. So watch out for red flag, and also surround yourself with supportive family and friends. Because to let go can be hard, especially if you are too invested in the relationship, if you've gone so deep with him, or if you've allowed yourself to love this guy so well. Also, these people, they can be very nasty. They can be very nasty. The player would not want to get played, first off, and the player would not want you to leave him, would not want to stop playing you. So when he finds out you're about breaking up or leaving, they just throw all sorts of tantrums. So you want to be very careful. You want to be very careful around them. And just know how to act when you phone them out, or what you want to do when you phone them out. I hope these tips would help you, or can help you rather, to manage your relationship better. And trust me, if you are involved with a player, if you find out that any of these tips is playing out in your relationship, or playing out in the life of your man, or in the life of your babe, and somewhere your heart is telling you, could she be, can it be, oh wow, is she really, just find out, make your research about it. Go undercover and discover them. You deserve to be with a partner who is true to you. Relationship and emotions are a very big thing to invest in a wrong way. Trust me. And nobody deserves to be played. Nobody. Like I always said, it's like my mantra. If you know me, if you know who Sophia is, you know this, that I always say to you to do to others what you want them to do to you. If you're the one that is being played, would you like it? Let's be sincere. No, you wouldn't. So why should you want to play another person? What fun is it to know that you are sleeping with this person, and this person is sleeping with you, and you actually love each other, or claim to love each other, and then you're sleeping with another person and lying to her in that same way? It's an evil thing to do. I don't know, this is my own personal take now. It's an evil thing to do, that you look me in the eye and lie to me and tell me you love me, knowing fully well that I'm invested in you, and whatever I'm saying that I feel for you is real, and then you're doing that to 2 to 3 other persons. Guy, why? Are you the devil, or his elder or younger brother? So you want to watch out for things like this. Nobody deserves to be with a player. I hope these few tips can help you out, bro, or help you out, sis. I hope you can spot a player before you get into a relationship with one. And if you're in a relationship with one, I hope you can get out fast. Or if he's willing to change, good luck to you both. Now, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and please drop your comments in the comment section. What's your take on this? If you have any stories, we'll be welcome to listen, from you, and perhaps even invite you over to the studio to have a session with you to share your story with us. I remain your host with the most, Sophia, not with an F-E-Y-H, Sophia with a P-H-I-A, and this is Corner Spot. People, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, so you can be getting all our notifications. This is Corner Spot. where you meet with real love, real talk, and real people. Until next time, guys, keep it locked. Bye.